There is absolutely no doubt the current Path of Exile 2 League's trade economy absolutely imploded during its first 23 days. Lots of players are rightfully disappointed or upset over this, and while grinding your games might still hotfix or respond to the economic devastation in some way, there's no confirmation anything else is going to be updated in the core fate of the Val League. It's possible they release these hotfixes in what were their best attempts to solve an already terrible problem many people in the trade leagues were experiencing. And this video is not going to talk that to death. Many others already have. So if that's the case and not much will be changing until 0.5, the bestest league of all time surely, what can you do now if you'd like to continue playing Path of Exile 2 0.4? Well, I have a list and a huge announcement and solution for all you exiles out there. This is honestly one of the most exciting and risky and scary things I've ever done as a content creator. So, hey exiles, let's discuss. Number one, you can take advantage of this. Lean into the current crazy economic situation in Trade League. The Divine Market is absolutely bonkers because of the perfected temple snake layout popularized by beloved streamers. Well, more aptly, the entire base currency market is wild right now due to it, and it'll probably take a while to stabilize if it does at all. So just trying to farm raw, regular currency in juiced maps or even updated temple layouts is fine, but probably not as competitive as you might like. The real strategy if you'd like to compete in the trade market is to walk down non-obvious avenues and go into niche markets instead of just trying to hammer out raw divines. What exactly do I even mean by this? Well, I'm going to show you in game. If you want to make divine orbs to fund your next big purchase and try to keep up with whatever inflation is going to occur, I would recommend you take a look at abyss farming. These omens, especially the omen of light and the omen of abyssal echoes, go for multiple divine orbs each. The omen of light is currently going for 9.75 divine orbs for one, and the market has shifted. It looks like the omen of abyssal echoes is going for one divine orb for one. The bones, especially the ancient bones and some of the uniques and other things related to abyss like Heart of the Well, also are quite expensive and reliable ways to get currency. To achieve this is incredibly simple. All you have to do is use Abyss tablets and run maps on your atlas. There's no complicated setting up the temple. There's none of that stuff going on. You just play this type of content. And sometimes you will hit an abyssal overrun area if you use that specific node on your atlas passive tree. And I have to warn you, be careful with this third modifier. Abyssal monsters in map have increased difficulty and reward for each closed pit, because if you run this, the rewards, good, but the map becomes the hardest content I've ever run in Path of Exile 2. I had so many abyss closed, I could not kill the last rare on the map. It was literally impossible, and the damage was sky high. And exiles, the advice here, just succinctly as I talk about these other avenues of making currency in PoE 2 right now, it's just this. Don't invest in raw divines. Invest in things that people buy with those divines. Look for specific unique items from specific pinnacle bosses. Go into Abyss, go into Ritual, into Breach, and farm those niche rewards instead of just trying to print divines like you would in any other regular league. People are getting so many divines from the temple, even in its nerfed state, but they're not getting other rewards because you can't find those in the temple. And if you're farming the temple, well, odds are that you aren't doing all this other content, so you have to take advantage of that. You need to shift with the market. Let's look at another one, runic splinters. This is something that I've used to make divine orbs, and it's not a crazy strategy. All you do is farm expedition, you get logbooks, you run those logbooks, you get a good chunk of runic splinters, and look, it's one divine orb for 26 runic splinters. That is an excellent ratio. You can get like 100 some runic splinters in 30 minutes of playing Expedition if you are just a bit lucky in the Expedition logbooks. It's a pretty reliable way to generate divine orbs. And I just figured I'd show my currency stash tab. I am not rich by any means because I spend my currency, but this is still the wealthiest I've ever been in Path of Exile 2, and that's including last league when I got Iraqiata's flow to drop. Exiles, seriously, the same can be said for Breach. You can make money via just running Breach, getting the splinters, doing the, even if you want to do the Breach stones to just get catalysts, and then at the end you get some nice Breach rings, maybe you slam them once, get a good mod. You could sell those for multiple divine orbs each. Some of these catalysts are going at a crazy ratio right now. And then there's the classic boss rushing and going for citadels. Citadels, sometimes guys, if you have a good seed, you will see so many clusters. I found a cluster of 5 citadels. Crazy. And by 5 citadels, I mean 5 groups of 3 sets each, all within 3 maps of each other. Wild. And by maps, I mean map screens on the Atlas. My boss at work was also doing a strategy like this. He was just giga juicing the bosses, running Delirium, and every single map he ran, he'd have at least 4 or 5 tier 5 rares that drop from the boss, and more than likely, those will drop with decent mods, and if you slam them with a bone or slam them with a perfect exalted, you might get a multiple divine, or in his case, a 150 divine orb ring that he ended up selling. Simply put, guys, I know it sucks that if you want to engage with a temple, you got to use these top tier strategies to really compete. But there are so many different avenues to compete in the economy. You just have to play content that's not the temple and isn't raw juicing of maps to get divine orbs, because those aren't nearly as valuable as in previous leagues at this point in the league. Okay, well, that was the first time I ever did any strategy sort of video. I hope it makes sense to a lot of you. And now for the huge announcement. If none of that sounded good to you and you have the time and would like to start completely fresh in a new economy that is going to have a quite large amount of players and hype and excitement around it, you can join the Second Wind Private League, which is being hosted by Locahole and Dead Rabbit, co-hosted by me, boosted by Mobalytics. It's going to be a grand old time. We currently have 3,000 players already signed up, and we haven't really done any official announcement video or stream yet. It's going to be a chill community. We have a Discord, which you can find in the description below. We have challenges we're going to give out rewards for, including at least 2 right now sponsored by myself. They are silly, some are difficult, and all of them, I mean, are attainable by regular players, I think, as long as you really, really want to go for it. All the information about the league and private leagues in general can be found in that Discord I talked about, but I'm happy to answer any questions in the comments below. Importantly, right now it's going to last 1 month, and at the end of it, you can migrate your private league character to the regular servers once more. Seems like it's going to be a bustling community, everyone. People have been chilling, loving the Discord, chatting with others. It's really given another vigor to the league for a lot of people. Even myself, who's been having a blast in Path of Exile 2, I'm ready to keep going with a new character in another league after I kill Uber Arbiter. The Second Wind Private League starts on January 9th, this Friday. I want to see you all there. If this goes well, we might do this in the future, although maybe later in the league. It just happened this quick because lots of people got burnt out because the economy just imploded this league. Okay, and now here is another solution if you don't want to join a private league and you don't want to do any of those farming strategies I just talked about. I am by no means a blaster. I don't participate in specific farms, follow build guides, or any of that. The most I do when looking for PoE 2 strats is watch an X the Farmer X video on how to craft a reasonably good item myself. When I get a good drop, I'm happy. I'll sell it, use it, save it for later, or to use on a failed craft, whatever. The economy has a smaller effect on me than it does on many other players, as I'm not necessarily looking to min-max. Plenty of items I can afford are pretty big power upgrades, and once I get those, I'm happy. I chill in Discord with some friends and family and just chat PoE 2 and stream boss kills until 1 a.m. with each other, or gigacraft attempts and dumb gambles and laugh all together with them. It's been an absolute blast this league, and I've had more fun in 0.4 than any prior league. And that's after a 1-week break of going cold turkey just 3 days into the actual expansion. Then, when I stop having fun and I feel like I've hit my goals, which this league is killing Uber Arbiter, I peace out until the next league, or just play quite casually until then. This is an approach you can take as well. It might work for you, it might not. It's the same as people playing solo self-found or hardcore solo self-found. Different strokes for different folks. By the way, both of those modes are also something you can try if you're looking for a totally different style of game. Seriously, both are nothing like Trade League. So if the economy is pissing you off, try this approach. Try just what I get, I can sell it, I can keep it, whatever. It's liberating, but a lot of people just do not like that. It is not fun to them. They want to participate in the economy, as very well reasoned and detailed out in Chris Wilson's latest video. Okay, if none of this sounds appealing, you're not having fun in the broken economy and it's just making you mad, you should probably just quit and come back in 0.5 after a break. There's a good chance grinding your games will take the learnings from this particular situation in 0.4 and make some positive changes on their end. And 0.5 is bound to be a banger. Although, who knows? Maybe you'll go cold turkey for a week in 0.4, just play other games or chill with your family, and then come back, and it'll become your favorite league ever. Or Path of Exile 2. It's not likely, but it's entirely possible. Trust me on this one. All right, Exiles, those are my solutions to this absolute economic implosion that happened in Fate of the Val, the last of the Druids. Try out some of those strats. Don't just go for raw divine orbs. Restart fresh in the Second Wind Private League with me, Dead Rabbit, Local Hole, Arrow, Calterac, and many, many others. Even Talkative Dad is going to play. It's going to be an awesome community. It's going to run for about a month. Starts on January 9th. You can join in the link below to the actual league. Or just ignore the overall economic situation and see how you go, just playing with pure vibes, or quit until 0.5. I think the game is going to be in an even better state then. Let me know all your thoughts. Do you think these are wise ideas? Do they make you angry? Do they sound abhorrent to you? Or are you just pissed and done with the league for now? Do you think grinding your games are going to do anything else? I'm skeptical. I think they chose the best solution out of a bunch of bad solutions. But like I said, I'm still having a blast. Let me know, comments below. Make sure if you like this video, like the content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch this video on screen right now. It's probably a podcast or maybe a breakdown of my build. I kind of want to post it. Self-made build about to kill Uber Arbiter. Whew, that will be spectacular. All right, everybody. Happy 2026. Happy New Year. God bless. Hope you have a good one. I will see you in the next one. Stay sane and have fun. Okay. I think that went well.